Letter to our children. My name's Dhamma and I'll be the guide for today's guided meditation. And you're most welcome. And while I'm on that topic, please check the description box on this and previous episodes. And there's a lot of information in there about meditation that might be of use in the practice. Also, please be advised that there will be there's some time before the upload is complete. It might be until tomorrow before they get all of the transcript finished. And once that's done, you can use closed captions to go back and look for information on the feed. The purpose of our guided meditations, we don't do guided meditations ourselves, we listen to birdsong, but the purpose is to provide participants with enough practice and experience in reaching a meditative state that you can do this on your own bat. And the reason isn't to get rid of people that come to this, it's that meditation is more effective when you practice on a daily basis. It doesn't have to be 20 or 25 minutes, which we do. You could do it for 5 or 10 minutes, whatever you're comfortable with, and that would be very good for anyone who is looking to develop a steady practice. One more thing, this is in the chat or the description box as well. An alert reader sent 3 steps for logging on to this channel for the live feed, and it seems to work pretty well, and we're thankful to him and appreciate it. And we're not going to mention his name because we don't want to out him. But anyway, there's that. So with that, on my mark, find yourself in a quiet spot, excuse me. Your spine straight, pull your shoulders back so that you are erect. Lower your chin towards your chest. Let your hands rest comfortably in your lap or on your thighs or on your knees, depending on how you're sitting. Close your eyes gently. Close your mouth. Breathe through your nose. And imagine a ball of white light, an inch, maybe 3 centimeters beneath your nostrils. And inhale through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Just focus on the light and your breath. And when outside thoughts intrude, gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as it goes in through my nose, down past my heart to my stomach, and back out the same way. Just use smooth, natural breaths. Don't worry about being too deep or too shallow, too quick or too slow. Just normal breaths for you as you breathe in through your nose, down past your heart to your stomach, and back out the same way. Meditation has 2 stages. Samatha, which comes first, and this is serenity. It's maybe a third or a half of our session. And first we get calm, and then Vipassana, which is insight. Some people call it panya, which is wisdom. And that's contemplating your mind, looking at your thoughts in a calm way. But it always goes in that order. First you get calm. Once you're calmed down, then you might wise up. Wisdom follows serenity, not the other way around. Now this is Monday morning, October 20th, and our meditation today is W-A-I-T. Why am I talking? Last week we looked at being calm and not arguing, and today we're going to explore that a little further. And we're going to start as usual on Monday with the Dhammapada. The Dhammapada, verse 1. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a corrupt heart, and sorrow will follow one as surely as the cart follows the ox that pulls it. 2. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a pure heart, and happiness will follow as surely as one's never departing shadow. So that Ajahn Chah translation tells us that our mind, our thoughts lead our delusions, our preoccupations, our moods, our obsessions. And this is why we meditate. We meditate to calm our mind and tame our heart. We let it go. We don't meditate to get something. We meditate to let things go. If we let go a little, we get a little serenity. If we let go a lot, we get a lot of serenity. And if we let go completely, that is, if we accept life just the way it is, we get complete serenity. I need to talk a little bit about the human condition. Human existence consists of 5 factors, which we call the khandhas. And the khandhas are the body, feelings, memories and perceptions, thoughts, and consciousness. And they are all impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. They are like a lump of molten lead, white hot. We cannot touch it on the top, on the sides, or the bottom. There's no place that we can touch it without it burning us badly. And so we let it go. Look at it, see it for what it is, and let it go. As meditators, we have 3 duties. First is mindfulness. In this group, we pay attention to the light, and we pay attention to the Dhamma talk. When outside issues come in, we brush them aside. Collectedness is the second duty. You could see this as concentration. We focus on that light to the exclusion of all else. And the last of our duties is contentment. We have a duty to be content. And there's something about that. Mindfulness, collectedness, and contentment taken together, another word for it would be sufficiency. If we can achieve those, we are enough. We don't need to accomplish anything or change ourselves into something. This is who we are, and we accept that. Contentment. We are content now, or we are not content. It's just right now. Take a breath. Follow the light as it goes back out the nostrils. Take another one. When you're in the flow like this, if you can do this for just a couple of seconds during this meditation, if you can do that, you can do it for a few minutes. And if you can do it for a few minutes, you can do it for a lot longer than that. You can stitch together little moments of mindfulness, and shazam, there we are. You'll look up and it'll be 3 hours since you had a nasty thought. You go, God, how did that happen? How indeed. Now today we are looking at WAIT, why am I talking? And we have 4 tips for that. Number 1, let's be impeccable in our speech this week as we go through today and this week. Let's say what you mean what you say, and don't say it mean. We're not the general masters of the universe. We don't have to tell people what to do. Interrupt them, cut them off, try to manipulate them into doing it our way. Be impeccable in our speech. Number 2, don't assume. It makes an ass of you and me. We're not good mind readers, so let's not try. Number 3, Q-tip, quit taking it personally. The universe is not out to get us. It's not. We're not that important. I'm sorry, no offense. We're not important enough for the universe to want to get us. And 4th, this week, let's do our best. We don't worry about the other person, just our best. Are we working to the extent of our abilities? Great, that's all we have to do. We don't have to be perfect. We have to try. If we're doing that, we're okay. So as we go through this week and we encounter people, some of those encounters are going to be suboptimal. Before we respond, before we react to the people that we meet, let's do a little triage. Is my reaction going to be like a hat, a haircut, or a face tattoo? If it's a hat, and I buy a hat and I get home and I look in the mirror, I go, God, what a dumb hat that is. We can just toss it away. We don't have to monkey with it at all. Put it in the trash. It's not that expensive. No harm, no foul. Or maybe our reaction is like a haircut. We get home and we look in the mirror and we say, oh my gosh, what a horrible haircut. I have to run back outside and get that hat out of the trash. Wear the hat for a couple of weeks. It's no real damage done. The hair will grow out. But if it's a face tattoo, there's some things that are more difficult to walk back. And a face tattoo is definitely one of them. Maybe we don't want to have a face tattoo for the rest of our lives. So let's think. Let's pause before we respond. So our theme today, why am I talking? And part of the Eightfold Path is right speech. And right speech means that we are in the way that we talk to other people, but it also means our self-talk. Do you know what I mean? That click track in our mind that says, what did she say? Why are they talking like that? Why does it always go like this? Why can't I get what I want? That negative self-talk. We need to let that go. Don't do that. The Dhammapada helps us with that too. Dhammapada 252. It's easy to see the faults of others, but hard to see one's own. 253. If one focuses on others' faults and constantly takes offense, one's own toxins flourish, and one is far from their destruction. That's kind of a death threat. Our thoughts towards other people, resentments, fears, anger, are poison. It doesn't poison him or her, it poisons us. So we've got some tips. Number one is don't complain. Last week we mentioned ants, automatic negative thoughts. And here's a question for you. If you get hit by a train, which car do you reckon does the most damage? Well, it's the same thing with our thoughts. It's not the fifth time I talk mean to my wife. It's the first unkind thought. So as soon as I have that unkind thought, oh God, here he goes again. I'll listen to this crap. As soon as we start with that, we need to nip that in the bud. We need to stop it quick smart. We turn it over to God. Some people don't like good, orderly direction. They think that's trying to trick us into believing in God. We're not. We're Buddhists and we don't believe in an anthropomorphic God. I've suggested instead of good, orderly direction, if that sounds too masculine, how about grace over drama? That's nice and aspirational. Amazing grace, who is helping us. Here's another one that doesn't include G-O-D. How about great universal spirit, Gus? Uncle Gus. So we can hand it over to Uncle Gus. And when we have anger rise in us, we can say, Uncle Gus, would you give me a hand here? And what he'll tell us is this: row, row, row your boat. Our job is to do the work. We row our boat. And Gus has got his hands on the tiller, and he'll guide us to whatever the safe harbor is we need to be in. The outcome is none of our business. That's down to good, orderly direction, grace over drama, or Uncle Gus, great universal spirit. We row, whatever it is, steers. The second suggestion, these are only suggestions, acceptance. Accept things just the way they are. The world is just this way. Wishing won't change it. Rejecting it won't change it. The world is just this way. Acceptance is the antidote to our obsessions of the mind, our delusions, our moods, and the illusions. We take a breath, follow it down past our heart to our stomach, and back out the same way, and we go, ah. Breathe in through your nose, watch it go down past your heart to your stomach, and back out the same way. This is the way the world is. And our last suggestion is gratitude. Gratitude is the antidote for self-pity. If we are grateful for what we have, the heart is a very remarkable organ. It can contain anger, resentment, self-pity, hatred, self-loathing, all at the same time. But when you introduce gratitude to the human heart, it's like kryptonite to Superman. Those negative emotions cannot coexist in the presence of gratitude. You say, oh, that doesn't make any sense. It's not supposed to make sense. It's not supposed to be understood. It's supposed to be practiced. I'll give you two examples, daytime and nighttime. I will start with nighttime. At night, you're having trouble going to sleep. We do this in this house. We close our eyes and we imagine one person. It could be each other, or it could be a friend, or it could be a parent, or it could be a child, or it could be the man in the moon. It doesn't matter who. Some person for whom we are grateful and who we appreciate. And then we imagine in our mind's eye everything that we appreciate and are grateful for in that person. And get right into it. Be exhaustive. Contemplate all of the wonderful things that this person brings to your life. And what we have found in about 15 years of doing this is that we fall asleep before we're done with the first person. Once in a great while, we have to go to person 2. And we think about that person. And we contemplate them. Neither Mrs. Dhamma nor myself can remember ever having to go to a third person. That's what gratitude does to the heebie-jeebies at night. It works the same way in the daytime. Let's say you're in a meeting and Bob or Betty, something that starts with a B, stands up or raises their hand or whatever, and they start prattling on about crap, and you go, oh God, here we go. Stop right there. Reframe it. What's the good thing about this? Well, we could be anywhere, but we get to be in this. We get to have a job where we have meetings. The meetings are sometimes just like this, crazy. Would you rather be unemployed and living under a bridge? The hardest math in the world is counting our blessings. They're not going to count themselves. Get to it. And finally this, don't argue. The Dhammapada 210 is great. Here's what it says. Don't get entangled with what you long for or dislike. Not seeing what you long for is suffering. So too is seeing what you dislike. This is very much like the first two verses of the Dhammapada. We don't believe what we see. We see what we believe. If we believe the worst, that's all we see. Our attention is like a grow light. People who annoy us, ideas that annoy us, smells, all of those five senses, sight, sound, sense, tastes, and tactile sensations that annoy us. When we're focused on that, that's all we focus on. Boy, it sucks to be me. Yeah, it does. On the other hand, when we are focused on the things that we are grateful for, that grow light, our attention, will make it look beautiful from here to the horizon and back. So this week, as we go through our life, we want to pause every once in a while and think about what we're going to say next, because restraint of tongue and pen is a primary tool in avoiding conflict with the people around us. You can go ahead and fight with people if you want. Nobody can make you do anything. But you either fight, you either surf or you fight. If you're fighting, go ahead. But just remember who chose that. That's not the universe's desire for you. God's not telling us to conflict with everybody we bump into. We need to think about that. And as with meditation, so it is with our daily life. Here are some things that help us with our meditation and will also help us with our daily life. When we meditate, we want to project loving feelings, feelings of goodwill. It's called metta with 2 T's. We want to project generosity of the spirit. That's not giving alms to the poor. That's giving the other person the benefit of the doubt. Other people have bad times. Maybe we should help them or listen to them. We want to practice kindness and helpfulness, sati or mindfulness. So this week, as you go through the week, if you find yourself feeling restless, irritable, or discontent, take a breath, excuse yourself, step into the next room, put your earbuds in, tune into this meditation. Imagine a ball of light 5 centimeters below your nostrils. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and out the same way. Namaste. So thank you for coming. Takahashi-san, I'm in Kasaoka in Japan. And our next guided meditation will be Monday. And thank you very much for coming. And if you have any other questions, feel free to type them in there. Takahashi-san, I know a number of people named Takahashi. Feel free to send me a note. And to you guys who have been here a lot, thank you. Guy, and thank you. Oh, cool. Great to see you, bud. That you just put a big Texas smile on my heart, Max. And to the rest of you, it's, oh, thank you, Brian, as well. It's very gratifying to see you all here, and we hope to see you again. And I'm glad you found your way here. The directions are in the box, and I'll send you a copy of this once it's uploaded. It might not be until tomorrow because it takes a while before they get all of the transcript transcribed. But thank you very much, and namaste.